how would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered by making history and telling people to think positive.
This humble farmer who used to run 2 miles to school every day and back, the first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours, and how he would have dreamed of this moment for so many years. Eliud Kipchoge.
So, Eliud, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Tom.
I have some pictures on my phone of shoes that you've worn over the last 10 years, going all the way back to your early days in the marathon. I'm going to show you these pictures, and I would like you to try and guess the race that you wore the shoe in, and maybe we can talk about some key stories from that race day itself as well. Does that sound good?
It's good.
Perfect. So, first of all, this shoe. Hamburg, yeah. Your debut marathon, the Nike Streak 4.
Absolutely.
And the race that kind of started it all for you. I'd be interested to know, when you won Hamburg Marathon, you ran 2:05, your first debut marathon. Did you know that you were going to go on to be the greatest of all time? Did you believe that that was possible?
I didn't know actually I will be the best marathon ever, but I was trying my best. But my happiness was to run 2:05 on my first marathon. And hopefully it gave me actually motivation to focus for the next.
Yeah, do you remember what the shoes were like back then? Obviously we're used to much bigger stack heights now, and the Nike Streak 4 was much more slim. Do you remember how it felt to run in those kind of shoes?
We are growing every now and then, but Streak 4 was really feeling good at the time. And that's the time we started with most of the technicians and innovators actually to talk of the impact from the ground, the comfortability of the shoe. That was the beginning of our relationship.
And the next shoe is another very special one. Do you remember this one?
Rio 2016.
Yeah, of course. So your first Olympic gold medal after a very successful Olympic track career. How special was it for you to get your hands on that gold medal?
It was really special. I remember I was lucky to attend two Olympic games when I was running, when I was in track and field, in Athens and in Beijing, but I missed gold. I got bronze and silver, and it was crucial for me to secure a gold medal in Rio de Janeiro.
Amazing. And a little bit on the shoe itself, it was one of the very early prototypes of the Vaporfly. You can see we've got the Zoom X midsole on top of a Streak upper. Yeah. Do you remember how exciting it was for yourself to have this revolutionary product and this new incredible foam to keep your legs fresh after a marathon?
I was really excited to use the shoe. Reason is that it was more better than the Streaks. And I was happy actually. It was the first shoe actually to plate present on the sole, and I felt good. Yeah.
Next up, we couldn't leave out this one.
Yeah, this Monza.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So the unveiling of the Vaporfly Elite, a very revolutionary shoe, obviously. Can you speak a little bit about that experience, trying to break that 2-hour marathon for the first time, and potentially some thoughts on, your first impression of the shoe being such a dramatic difference from the other shoes that we've looked at already today?
I think it was actually the beginning of pushing the limits, and the shoe itself actually seemed like it was good to be used actually in trying to beat the 2-hour barrier. And comfortability was good, the impact from the ground was good, the shoe was really light. It was the best shoe actually to really use it, and that was the beginning of us believing in pushing the limits.
And when you crossed that line in Monza and you were so close, 25 seconds short, did you know as soon as you'd finished that you had to come back for another attempt to break that 2-hour barrier?
I didn't know that there will be another attempt. But it's hard to organize. People doesn't believe that a human being can run under 2 hours. When we were in Monza, actually, there was a huge debate that nobody can run even 2 hours or even dare to think to run under 2 hours until the year 2075. So it was really challenging, and I didn't know that I will come back, but all in all is that I was happy to be actually being picked, and I was happy to think, to try and think to break the tour party.
Perfect. And it makes sense for the next shoe, a very easy one. I'm sure you remember this.
Yes,
one.
159 challenge.
Yeah, of course. And there's incredible images, especially when you cross the line and you embrace your family, which gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. How much did it mean to finally go under that 2-hour barrier after being so close before? And what does it mean to be the first human ever to go under 2?
They say history dictates everything, and that was the day whereby I met history in sport by being the first human being to run under 2 hours. Alpha Fly actually, I can say it's a game changer, because the change actually came from people still running outside the tour barrier and allow me to break a tour barrier with it.
Eliud Kipchoge storms into the history books in Vienna. 1:59.40, the unofficial time. The first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours.
Finally, the last shoe on the list, the most recent.
Yes, the Alpha Fly Next Fasen.
Yeah.
This is the best shoe. It's still fresh, and it's a good shoe. It's a game changer to you see just a couple of seconds to teach you to run 2 hours flat on a normal course.
Yeah, and just touching on Berlin, obviously, you broke your own world record again. You went out very fast with 59.50 through halfway. Do you still believe that with a more evenly paced race, you can hit sub 2 hours in a world major like that?
Absolutely, I still believe and trust that breaking a 2 hour barrier in a normal marathon is possible with the right systems, the right organization, the right mind. All is possible.
A day for the history books. Eliud Kipchoge runs the 12th world record in Berlin, an astonishing 30 seconds faster than 4 years ago.
Yeah, thank you for playing along with us today. Thank you on behalf of all of the Pro Direct running crew, and I'm sure anybody who's watching this video at home, you have inspired this world to be a running world, and we're all incredibly excited to see what comes next for yourself in your incredible career.
Thank you very much. My name is Eliud Kipchoge. No human is limited.